And we're back from a wolf in sheep clothes, episode 10.
He goes to
Mhm.
the black market, so he doesn't ever actually tell anyone else. He just starts following her scent to the black market, but there's too many scents there, so he can't keep track. He can't keep up with her. There's too many other animals being sold. Of course, he meets the blind surprise therapist. I guess I keep calling him blind. He's not blind. He
He's
just
not
has
like,
no
he just doesn't have
eyes.
any pupils.
It's weird. I don't understand the character design. He has no eyes at all.
And so yeah, he meets up with him after almost getting mugged in the alley. Um, he kind of tell him, like, hey, I need to find him. He's like, man, don't throw away your, are you going to throw away your life? He's like, yeah, I am. He's like, all right, cool. He leaves. Uh,
I mean, you're not wrong.
you know,
Yeah.
we 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 cut over to Ruiz and Juno. She already, of course, being the smart person that she is, she figured out that something's wrong right now going on. Um, she goes to Ruiz to get him an answer out of him, and he just says like it's too late. So we flash back and we see that Legoshi is here. He's at he found the lake house or wherever they are to go save Haru, where the lions are, and he has, of course, the lions sneak up on him because he's not a spy. He's just a regular kid. He gets there, the lion sneaks up, pulls his gun out. He smells the hand of him. He smells it. He touched Haru and didn't wash his hands, so that's nasty.
The
Uh,
lion mafia, they're called the Shishigumi, and what I understand is Shishi was an actual political group from the Edo era in Japan. I guess the Edo era is like the Edo era of samurais, if I understand correctly. And then Gumi is the corrupted form of Kumi. So it's like Kumi is a word for a group, it's just like an organization. But Gumi is usually used to refer to a crime group. So
mm.
I guess that's what they're referencing is this Shishi, I think literally translates to men of high purpose.
Well, the lion gets sneaked up on by Panda, so Panda saves him, and they decide to team up to go save Haru. And you see this into the dragon style of fighting all the way from the bottom of the building to the top. So we're seeing, he's protecting them, watching each other back, telling him like, "Look, man, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna have to kill these cats, these felines, and you need to go for their neck. You got to bite and kill. If this, so you can't go in there all soft and trying not to hurt nobody."
Yeah, and correct me if I'm
So,
wrong. I don't think he actually does. I mean, the panda does shoot them with his crossbow, which one would presume if it didn't kill them, at the very least maimed them. But I don't think we ever see him really intentionally try to kill someone. He's definitely trying to hurt them, but he doesn't actually follow his instructions and go for the throat like he's told.
it's like that old saying, like, she may be crazy, but as he's fighting up, we go and we start to get some backstory of Haru.
I also think it's interesting that this is told through her writing a will, at least in her head she's writing a will, but
Yeah.
visually on the screen you see her writing down a will, so she's thinking over her life and talking about where she came from. She reminisces on her past.
First person that she kind of gets involved with real sexually.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but when she's thinking about her past, thinking about that, she also talks about how she never got to tell the man that she loves how she really felt. And
Yeah.
she specifically, you see an image of Arui on the screen, but that also turns into Legoshi showing up to help her. Now it's a dream; he's not really there, but I don't. I wonder if that means that she cares about him more than we were giving her credit for, or she certainly values their
It,
friendship.
so at that point, she realized that she really do like him, and then she started thinking about that. Like, hey, I don't go down without a fight. I mean, I'm probably gonna. I know I can die. Like, I know this guy can kill me, overpower me. I can die instantly, but I'm gonna at least go down with a fight. And she got her nerves up and able to kick the cane out from that old man and just told him like, nope, I'm not gonna be a disgrace, and I'm not gonna give you all that pleasure
Yeah,
that you want to
he
eat.
thinks that she needs to feel disgraced and embarrassed in order to taste better. And she's like, that's not what you're going to get from me because I ain't scared. And, typical Haru fashion. She always talks smack. She don't never back down. Every situation, no matter what the odds are against her, she gonna go out fighting. If she can't fight physically, she gonna fight you verbally.
How Legoshi does pop in and start fighting the lion, and she's just kind of like, "You idiot! What the hell are you doing here?" And he said he's here to save her. So that's the end of that episode of Wolf in Sheep Clothing. So overall, what do you think about that episode?
I thought that was a good episode. I think normally when we usually watch these together and sort of have little brief commentaries, but this one I was pretty quiet. I just sort of took it in and I didn't have much to say, which is rare because I talk too much as it is. Um, and it was, I guess, very serious. That's what it is. The tone of the show has become very serious because I really was worried about her getting out of that situation. I didn't think she would die, but I thought something terrible might happen to her before she gets out of there. So,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel relieved that she's okay ish. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know. It's not over until it's over. But at least she has help now. She's not alone. And this is the first time I think this kind of, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the recording. I know I've mentioned it to you, but I think if you're going to make a love story at the end of the day, the audience has to want the couple to be together, and that's baseline mark of a good love story. And I at no point have ever wanted them to actually be together. I was never rooting for them as a couple. I was definitely rooting for him being with Ruiz, but I've given up on that dream now. But
Oh, my thoughts. I think it had a little action. If this I didn't think of the show having some action in it. So just seeing a little bit of action kind of got me excited and took care of that carnivore part of me. Haru, learned a little bit more about her. I do enjoy the panda. I like that panda. You know,
I
I
don't
like.
like the panda. The
Why you
panda's
gotta, I know you don't like the panda. I
he's
can
my
tell.
least favorite character. The panda I dislike most of all. It's you know why? It's because of the surprise therapy. I can't get past.
I see.
I cannot move past the fact that he just snatched someone off the street, tied him up. You're in therapy now. You don't get to just do that to people. That is poor mental health behavior. That is unethical and wrong.
Well, but it's effective. Damn it,
Was it
it's effective.
effective? Did it help at all? I think the best thing he did is helping him fight the lion mafia. I don't know if he gave him porn and he's like, yeah, if the porn turns you on, then it's real. If not, then you just want to eat her. That's
That
all he
sounds like
said.
you naming nothing but a good list. He give you free therapy, he give you porn, and he help you fight a Yakuza gang that took your love interest.
If
So that's
you
three. That's three things right there.
if you pass out and wake up chained in some man's house, he talking about I'm about to give you therapy. You know you would not be okay. Like what is happening?
Um, but then if I come out with unchained and everything, like I feel better about myself. I can do more. I would be so thankful.
Like, comment, subscribe. I hate saying that, but
I know.
if you comment, I'll read
All
it.
the action.
You should email Jonathan at Chicagojon. That's Joa. Sorry, that's Jon. And Chicago spelled like the city. Chicago John. You can find him at Chicagojon on pretty much everything. And if you want to reach me, again, you can reach Chicago John, and I will find out what you said. Just say that this is for me, Moxie.
All right. Well, if y'all do that, then we wish you adieu, and we'll see you on next week's episode. But not even next week. I forgot this is Netflix. So you see this in the playlist. So click to the next one, and it's called To the Neo District. So
Is it
there you
Neo
go.
or Neon?
Oh yes, Neon District. Yes.
To the Neon District. All right.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.